Hey guys, Joe Kinzel here. Hard to believe it's already been 2 weeks since training camp. That weekend was an amazing weekend. Just a complete honor to serve you guys that weekend. Hey, I want to remind us of a couple things that we learned while we were at training camp, talking about scripts. It's all about identity. The way we see ourselves shapes everything else. We cannot live beyond how we see ourselves. I want to revisit two very important scriptures that we talked about that weekend, both in Proverbs. The first one is in Proverbs 23:7. It says, "For as a man thinks in his heart, so he is." And then Proverbs 4:23, "Guard your heart, for it is the wellspring of life." So what is a script? Well, influential people in our lives, possibly parents, probably parents, could be a coach, could be a teacher, someone that was influential, handed us a script, and we live out our lives according to those scripts. All men have a famished craving for validation. The question is not whether we are searching for validation. The question is where we are searching for that validation. Guys, remember, taking it to Eve, taking our questions, taking that validation that we're so desperately looking for to a woman is not a good idea. Okay? We must pursue love. Before we pursue love, we must understand our identity. So, got to get that handled first before you even have any type of serious relationship with a girl. Remember, from that script, the way we see ourselves, a lot of times we have made agreements. What is an agreement? They are like messages that we hear, and they shape the lens that we see things through. Agreements are bad things. Okay, if you go back to Bart, he wrecked that airplane, just made a silly mistake, and he was pounding the dashboard of the cockpit, and he was yelling over and over, "I'm a worthless piece of crap. I'm a worthless piece of crap." Where did he get that script? From his older brother, and it had become, he made an agreement with it. In his heart, he believed he was a worthless piece of crap. Well, 2 Corinthians 10:15 says, "We demolish arguments and every pretension that sets itself up against the knowledge of God, and take captive every thought to make it obedient to Christ." So the first thing we need to do before you can break those agreements is you have to know what those agreements are. Ask God to reveal what agreements you have made in your life. Then when he has revealed that agreement, then you have to do exactly what 2 Corinthians says to do: set itself up against the knowledge of God. Does God say it is true according to his word? And then make it obedient to Christ. Remember some of the scriptures that we talked about. Who are you in Christ? 1 John says you're a child of God. 1 Corinthians says you've become one spirit with God. John says you're a friend of God. Romans says you're an heir to his kingdom. You're an heir of God. Galatians, you have Christ living inside of you. 1 Thessalonians, you have been chosen by God. So what Bart needed to do, and I'm sure he did, is first of all, God revealed that agreement that he had made many years ago, and then he did exactly what 2 Corinthians 10:15 told us to do. He held it up against the knowledge of God and made that thought obedient to Christ. That's how you break agreements. Okay, we must ask God what he thinks of us. Ask God to speak to our identity. Hey, I'll continue to pray for you. I love you guys. Don't forget, you've got a basic coming up November. I would love it if you guys signed up. Take the next step. Take care and God bless.